You've done the hard work. You've built an audience, generated millions of views, and captured attention. But right at the exact moment someone decides to buy from you, a massive gap opens up between scrolling your content and completing the purchase. That's the core premise of the creator economy. You build a loyal following, and then you launch a digital product or a paid community to monetize your expertise. But having 100,000 followers does not automatically equal revenue. If your checkout structure is broken, all that attention simply bleeds out before a credit card is ever swiped. We call this the friction tax. Every extra click, every redirect to a browser, every second of loading, that is a tax levied directly against your income. Trying to monetize attention is an uphill battle when your own checkout process actively fights your buyer's impulse to purchase. The old way of solving this is exhausting. You end up duct taping together a Frankenstein tech stack, Patreon for memberships, Stripe for payments, a custom landing page, and manual tracking in Telegram or Discord. Suddenly, you're drowning in administrative overhead. You're tracking API keys, hunting down expired credit cards, and dealing with intense tech fatigue. Here is the brutal trade-off. Every hour you spend acting as customer support is an hour permanently stolen from creating the content that actually grows your business. This is why Sellary exists. It's a unified infrastructure designed specifically to replace those fragmented, high-maintenance software stacks. Because your actual job is building a community and making great content, you shouldn't have to moonlight as a back-end software engineer just to get paid. Trace a buyer's journey. The first massive drop-off happens when forced onto a custom website. Next, the payment gateway demands account creation, causing more to give up. Finally, fulfillment. Only a tiny fraction makes it through. Sellary replaces this entire maze with a single-node checkout pathway. By keeping the user directly inside the social app where they discovered you, you eliminate the friction tax entirely. A seamless, instant checkout directly captures the impulse buys that are normally lost to slow load times and extra clicks. You don't always need to grow a larger audience. Shrinking your sales funnel down to a single step is the fastest way to multiply the revenue you're already generating. Let's look at the operational reality of managing a paid Telegram channel or Discord community. If you're doing this manually, you know the pain points. You are personally adding paying members, tracking when their subscriptions expire on a spreadsheet, and manually kicking out users who churned. Sellary's core community feature handles this by automating the granting and revoking of access. It admits a user the second a payment clears and removes them the second a subscription lapses. Transitioning to an automated loop removes the human error and administrative bottlenecks from your day-to-day operations. Taking yourself out of the access control loop turns a simple chat group into a highly scalable, self-sustaining mini-economy. And if you're selling more than just community access, like courses or digital downloads, using single-use platforms for each product splits your customer data and hits you with multiple monthly subscription fees. Centralizing all your product sales into one clean dashboard gives you a clear picture of exactly who is buying what. That makes it incredibly easy to track a customer's lifetime value and execute smart upsells. If you have a new idea for a product, you need to test for product-market fit before dumping months of time and capital into heavy, custom infrastructure. This MVP guide requires the minimal functionality to get a customer to pay you. Sellary lets you launch with zero coding. You'll reach product-market fit when word of mouth is your primary growth channel, and sales yield returns more than you spend. For an early-stage creator, speed to market and immediate idea validation beat heavy enterprise customization every single time. When evaluating how to monetize, the ultimate metric to look at is the ratio of the setup effort required to the actual conversion outcome achieved. This quadrant chart maps out that ratio. Custom tech stacks sit in the zone of high setup friction and low conversion rates, doing a lot of work for a fraction of sales. Sellary moves decisively into the optimal quadrant, zero-code setup paired with high conversion. The modern creator economy heavily rewards a seamless customer experience over complex custom-coded tech stacks. Building infrastructure from scratch is a massive waste of your unique leverage. Your time should be spent speaking to your audience, not wrestling with code. Sellary is built specifically for influencers and digital educators and Telegram community administrators who need to monetize quickly. However, if you are a massive B2B enterprise requiring bespoke, deeply coded software integrations into legacy systems, this is not the platform for you. But for modern creators, the heavy daily burden of managing multiple disconnected platforms dissolves completely into a streamlined, automated system. If you have an audience and a new idea, you can build your MVP and start collecting payments right now at Sellary.live. Your business scales when you stop paying the friction tax and let the infrastructure handle the logistics for you.